Hello, this is Luke Rosen. I am the Director of Music Ministry here at Corpus Christi for anyone who doesn't know me. And I wanted to talk a little bit about the ways in which we are trying to keep everyone safe while they are here for Mass coming back. One of the things that's really important is to remember that we are mitigating the risks. There is no possible way that we could remove all of the risks. So each of these things that I'm going to show you is a way that we are mitigating those risks. First, I'll talk about the way that things are changing in the music group itself. And the biggest one you can see right here. For each of the singers and instrumentalists, we have built a plastic-covered booth. And that is so that any air that they are expelling, especially singers, making sure that none of that air is getting out, that it is all contained within here. I also checked the air currents in here, and all of the air currents push everything back toward the windows. So nothing from the music group will be coming forward into the congregation. So everyone's going to be in their booth, and when they're in their booth, they will have different packets of music for each week. We've taken their hymnals away so that everyone will have their own packet of music. In between the Masses, before Mass, after Mass, we are going to be disinfecting everything within this area. We are also eventually going to be using some UV lights to zap anything that might be lingering around. The next thing about the music area is that everyone will have masks on. Once again, all of these things are making sure that singers especially, but any of the instrumentalists as well, making sure that all of that air is staying relatively close to them and under control. Next, I'd like to talk about the congregation and what we've done with the congregation. The biggest thing is that the hymnals are gone. When you come into church, you'll receive a single sheet of paper that will have all of the music on it for the day. And you'll be able to take that right with you. On the way out, there should be some bins to recycle, and you can put them right there in the recycling. I know some people are going to be wearing masks, and some people are not going to be wearing masks out in the congregation. So one of the things that we're going to do is experiment a little bit. There have been lots of studies and discussions about what to do with congregational singing. And so one of the things that I've been doing is going on a lot of webinars done by various companies, and they've been suggesting some really good ideas. Honestly, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to experiment a little bit. For example, someone said, people would be expelling much less air if they were humming. Maybe we could do something with humming and our congregations. That's a pretty good idea. Like I said, I'm going to keep researching these things, and we're going to experiment a little bit. Finally, the first Sunday when you come back, I actually won't be here. Usually I'm gone all the time in the summer at conferences and trips, just various things. And there are very few of those things that are still intact. One of those things is that I'm going to spend a week with my family, and that means that I'm going to be missing that first Sunday that everyone is back. And my helper Beth will be playing. She does a great job when she subs for me. So she will be here. She will be doing all of the things that I would usually do. Of course, I really wish that I could be here with you on that first Sunday, but I will be there from then on. I will certainly be there with you in spirit. Once again, all of these things are to mitigate. We cannot possibly remove every single risk factor. It just can't happen. But we are mitigating them as well as we possibly can. And I am confident that the things that Father Jeremy has put together and the rest of the staff and the things that we're doing with music here, I am confident that you can come here and consider this a reasonably safe place to be to worship with us on Sundays. So I look forward to seeing a lot of you on that second Sunday back. Stay safe, and I hope to see you soon. One thing I forgot to mention, maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I think that the music that comes from this parish is something pretty unique and wonderful. And a huge part of that, in fact, the biggest part of that, is the congregation. The congregation here is amazing. The first Sunday that I ever came here, I was blown away by how well and how loud and how joyfully and how fully everybody sings. Well, we're in a different time now, and we need to do things to keep people safe. And one of the things that we're going to need to keep people safe is to do the exact opposite of what we have always done here, which is singing out as loud as we possibly can. So I'm going to ask everyone, at least while we're in this time of crisis, that we calm the singing down just a little bit. Maybe just sing kind of in the middle of your loudness. All of this is just to make sure that we're not putting out so much air that's getting out around us. And we just want to make sure that the 6-foot distance is a safe distance. So I can't believe I'm saying this, but when you're singing, don't sing as loudly and as fully as you possibly can.